You may have heard it come up at your local game store, or read about it on Magic the Gathering message boards. But what is Frontier? Frontier is a new format that has started to take hold on kitchen tables in local game stores all over the world. Today we are going to go over the origins, rules, and some key decks in the format. Let's go forth and explore the Magic the Gathering format, Frontier. Frontier, or as it is sometimes referred to as postmodern or contemporary, is a new non-rotating casual constructed Magic the Gathering format. This means that as new standard legal sets are released, they will be added to the format, but no sets will ever rotate out, much like the current modern format. In September of this year, two major Japanese game stores announced that they would begin holding weekly Frontier tournaments. These stores were Hareruya, one of the birthplaces of the format, and Big Magic. This announcement helped to lend new credibility to the format, and over the last few months, Frontier has started to garner attention from players around the world. Deck building rules are relatively simple if you're already familiar with Modern or Standard. All standard Magic the Gathering sets are legal, beginning with Magic 2015. At the time of this recording, the legal sets in the format are Magic 2015, Khans of Tarkir, Fate Reforged, Dragons of Tarkir, Magic Origins, Battle for Zendikar, Oath of the Gatewatch, Shadows over Innistrad, Eldritch Moon, and Kaladesh. It is important to note that additionally, cards exclusive to Magic Origins sample decks, the Welcome 2016 expansion, and Planeswalker decks are also legal. Much like the modern format uses the modern era card frames as a distinguishing point for the format, Frontier uses the card frame tweak we saw in Magic 2015 as its starting point for legal sets. The black on the bottom of the card frame was expanded upwards, and a hologram circle was added to the rare and mythic rare cards in the set. Another important distinction of the format is the fact that at this time there's no banned or restricted list, so all cards from the sets we mentioned are legal and playable. Also, much like Modern and Standard, decks must be a minimum of 60 cards. If you choose to use a sideboard, it cannot contain more than 15 cards. And finally, decks cannot have more than 4 of each individual card, with the exception of basic lands. Now that you got the rules, let's talk about some decks you may come across on the battlefield. At this point, the variance in decks you find is quite healthy. Today we are just going to look at 3 different deck lists that showcase different strategies, but there are many other viable builds out there besides these. Let's begin with White, Blue, Black, Green Rally Combo. This is a combo deck that tries to exploit some powerful enters the battlefield and leaves the battlefield effects in order to take out the opponent. This is a deck that may look familiar to you if you're an experienced Standard player. And here's a quick look at the sideboard. This deck is powered by Rally the Ancestors and Collected Company. The powerful Dig Through Time is used to gain consistency. Elvish Visionary works to give you quick card advantage, while repeated activations of Zulaport, Cutthroat, and Nantuko Husk, powered by Rally the Ancestors, can make for a powerful win condition. The control package of Jace's Prodigy, Spell Queller, and Reflector Mage are here to protect the combo and you from any threat your opponent may have. Finally, the 4-color deck is supported by a mana base consisting of fetch lands and Battle for Zendikar lands, including Flooded Strand, Windswept Heath, and Sunken Hollow. If combo's not your thing, no worries, how about aggro? This is Red-Green Atarka Red. As you can see from the deck list, this is a deck that is looking to put away an opponent quickly and efficiently. And here's a quick look at the sideboard. Atarka Red starts things out with fast 1-drop creatures capable of dealing early combat damage, such as Lightning Berserker, Monastery Swiftspear, and Zergo Bellstriker. Abbot of Carol Keep and Reckless Bushwhacker are good ways to speed up and enhance the deck, while Hooting Mandrills is a nice top-of-the-curve big creature that can be cheated out quicker with Delve. No aggro deck would be complete without a good burn package, and this one is no exception, with cards like Fiery Impulse, Wild Slash, and Atarka's Command. Much like the previous deck, fetch lands such as Bloodstained Mire and Wooded Foothills are here for consistency, as well as Battle for Zendikar land, Cinderglade. Our third deck is a cross between combo and aggro, and it is perfect for artifact enthusiasts. It is a blue-black-red Ensoul Aggro deck. As you can see from this deck list, there are powerful artifact creatures with a Thopter and Convoke sub-theme. Now let's take a fast look at the sideboard. This deck's early combo involves Ensoul Artifact being played on 0 casting cost targets like Ornithopter or Darksteel Citadel to get across for massive early damage. If that does not pan out, the deck has a fine backup plan to create Thopters and enhance artifacts with cards like Hangerback Walker, Chief Engineer, and Thopter Engineer. The deck can also pack a punch with some direct damage in the form of cards like Lightning Strike and Call Against Command, not to mention a card that exploits a Convoke sub-theme with Stoke the Flames. Finally, much like the previous decks, you will find fetch lands like Bloodstained Mire and Polluted Delta, as well as the Battle for Zendikar land, Smoldering Marsh. Like I said, these are just 3 examples, but there are many viable and competitive decks out there to look at. So with formats like Standard and Modern out there, why play Frontier? Well, one advantage Frontier has over Standard is the fact that it does not rotate, meaning your cards never leave the format. Standard can be difficult to keep up financially due to yearly rotations. Another reason some players have gravitated to the format is because it is a non-rotating format that is much cheaper to get into than Modern. Many of Modern's big money cards keep players from investing into the deck they may want to play in the format. Frontier does not, however, come without controversy. At this time, it is not an official recognized format of Wizards of the Coast. This means that you will not find a sanctioned tournament such as a Grand Prix that will be playing the format. Ultimately, many feel that at some point Wizards will have to recognize the format for it to see long-term success. Also, without an official players committee or Wizards to make decisions around banning cards, there are potential power level issues that could creep up in the future. Finally, some critics feel at this point the card pool is too small and the stopgap cards like Blood Moon are not in the format to put enough restrictions on the power level of some decks. Time will tell if Frontier can sustain its popularity and continue to grow, or will it go the way of formats like Extended and Tiny Leaders? But no matter what happens, always remember, ultimately, Magic is a game, and whatever way you and your friends have fun playing is the right format for you. Thanks for watching, and I hope this video was helpful to you. If you like the content, give us a like, share, subscribe. Also check out the description below for more ways to support the channel, including Patreon and our Amazon affiliate store. Thanks, and have a great day. Hey, thanks as always for watching. This video is made possible by the generous support of viewers like you on Patreon. Check out the description below for links to our Patreon page as well as our Amazon affiliate store, where a small percentage of all sales will also help support the channel. Finally, if you haven't had a chance yet to subscribe, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any new videos on Heroes and Legends. Talk to you again soon, and have a great day.